Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Masaki from the Sin Alliance coming to you today with another guide on SOS topic. So today we're going to talk about the Hero Precinct. The Hero Precinct is basically this building you have in here. Majority of what this building does is it basically provides you a little bit of, a troop attack, hero level limit, things like that. But honestly, none of these things really matter. The only important thing of the Hero Precinct is obviously your explore missions, but also your hero training area. So let's focus today on the hero training area. Okay, so the first thing is if you click into the hero training area, you'll notice that there are instructors and a bunch of heroes here. What does this all mean? The hero training area allows you to only use 3 heroes as your normal heroes that you can level up, and then allow all the heroes in your settlement to be at the lowest level of the 3 instructors. So to do that, how do you pick instructors? Well, first you have to decide who to pick for the instructors. What I always do is I pick the ones that I have the most easy way of kind of leveling them up to the highest rank. Now, rank is the part over here. That's basically what you do to spend fragments to do the rank up. For myself, I have picked Rusty, I've picked Travis, and I've picked Sarge. And the reason I picked these 3 heroes is simply because for me, they were the easiest to get the fragments and to level them up naturally. Right? A lot of new players, you might find leveling up Sarge, Travis, and not Sarge, Travis, Ghost, Sarge, and Rusty to be the easiest. And that's fine. You can really just pick any 3 heroes. Again, the important part is the ones that you can get fragments easily. I would not recommend putting people like Maddie as the trainers, simply because it's harder to get legendary fragments. So, as far as why Rusty and Ghost is because Rusty and Ghost, you can find those fragments both in the Explore mission. So a lot of these missions here, you can actually find Ghost and Rusty frags. In addition, all of your daily intels also contain Ghost and Rusty frags. So those 2 are almost always your obvious choice, right? The reason I pick Sarge is because if you are in a new state especially, a lot of the rallies for the Fiends at levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're going to give you Sarge fragments for those rallies. So this is a very easy and consistent way to get Sarge fragments as well. So that's why Sarge is my 3rd hero. Okay, so what do you do about these other slots? Normally, I just recommend putting in your legendary heroes because they're usually going to have better stats, and you do want to have them in the training area, right? And again, so, in my case here, my Travis is level 74, but the other ones are 73, and thus the lowest level among the 3 is 73. So that's what dictates what level the rest of the heroes are going to be. So as an example, my Maddie is actually level 1, but because she's in the training area, she's actually 73. Okay. So first thing, whenever you level these instructors, make sure you do level them together, so evenly. Don't level one of them super high and leave the other 2 super low. To kind of keep them as instructor, all you have to do is just don't put them in the hero training area. It picks the top 3 highest level as the instructors naturally. So that's automatically done for you. You don't have to do anything. The other question is why? Why have a level 73 hero? What does that do for me, right? So one of the things that you'll notice is that within the hero stats, you have this march capacity. So most of these stats are actually affected only by ranking up the hero, right? So without ranking up a hero, as an example, let's look at something that's a little bit lower rank, right? So look at this one, right? So the Jeb, without any rank up, you'll notice his attack, defense, and health is pretty low, right? Along with something like Lucky, you'll see is pretty low, even though they're level 73. So what do you get for having level 73? You get march capacity. Right. So even though my Jeb is very low ranked, he still has 13k march capacity, which means he can gather with more troops. He can march with more troops. It doesn't really detriment me to send him on a march, right? Versus sending somebody who's like level 1. So if you look at Basile, you'll see his march capacity is abysmal 65, right? And that's really not going to be enough for me to use him to send for anything. Okay. All right, so that's why we get levels. That's why hero training area is important. Let's talk a little bit about how to maximize training. what I always do is this, right? So whenever you run explore missions, it does give the heroes that you choose for the explore mission extra experience. So now the experience is not super large, but it is something. So what I always do is I try to put my instructors in the explore so that they naturally just gain the experience and add it to them. But you can always use something called hero reset. So in this page here, you can actually reset any heroes that gain experience, usually from those missions, and then you don't actually lose anything here. So when you reset, for example, Nicola here, you gain back all the experiences that takes him from level 1 to level 12. So you're not going to lose any experience by doing the reset. You actually gain it all in books. What you do is you reset somebody, for example, Mike, right? And you put all these books into your 3 instructors. So whatever books you get, you try to kind of increase the level of your instructors. I normally just wait until you have enough books to do one full level up. There's really no point in getting like partially leveled up, especially with this new system. It takes a long time to just click and hold. It's not really worth it, right? So I usually wait until you have enough books to do the full level up. That's about it. Another neat trick with reset. Every week, I don't have it here anymore, but every week you're going to get a mission that says level up a hero 6 times, right? Now, if all your heroes are level 73 and they're in the training area, you actually can't level them up. So you'll see you can't level them up. So what I do is I always keep 1 or 2 heroes outside of the training area, like usually the ones that are purple. So their stats are a little bit less. And if, for example, they're also kind of like the ones I can rarely get fragments for. So Basile and in my case, Candy are good choices. You can of course also choose Tony. I mean, another one is Kaninju also is going to be easier or not as easy to get fragments. So they are all good candidates to leave them outside. Basically, just pick the ones that you have the lowest rank that are purple, leave them outside. And then what you can do when the weekly mission asks for leveling up is you can just go ahead and level them up, right? 6 times or whatever to get your mission. And then when you're done, you can go ahead and go through the hero training area and just actually, drop the level down. So remember, there is a cooldown for hero level resetting. So just be aware of that. So normally, don't reset the level so frequently that you can't, kind of run this combo. But basically, you want to leave a couple heroes outside so they can level up and then level down. So that's what you should do here. Okay, so aside from that, let's talk a little bit about skills and such, right? What do you do about skills of heroes inside hero training area? Honestly, I go through my list and I think about what I'm going to do. So, if you watch my previous video about rally leading and how hero skills work, you'll know that as a rally joiner, your rally captain's first skill is the one that matters. So what I always do with my books is I almost always level up the first skill of the heroes I really care about. Like Nicola has a great first skill as a rally joiner because you're going to increase the troop of the entire rally by 25% troop health, right? Some other notable ones are going to be, for example, Ghost as well, right? For that first skill. You have, of course, Eva Sarge, which both increase damage. So these are good for PvE, fighting the trap, for example, or killing zombies. That's usually good. But for PvP, you do want to use the first skill that increases health. Or like, if you are, if you paid money for this game or paid a lot of money to actually get Unlock Lucky, her first skill reduces troop damage, which is also very, very good. But otherwise, you don't need to level any of these skills of the heroes inside the training area. Like, I have Wolf, but I'm not really planning on using him in any significant kind of way. So I just leave his skills unleveled. These legendary skill books are not common, so do save them for the heroes like Ash, that you really like, and then use them on the heroes that you're going to be using. Yep. So that's pretty much it for Hero Precinct. It's a pretty straightforward topic. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Masaki of the Sin Alliance. You stay classy, 483.